Well, it's time for our Legal Journal, where every week we answer your legal questions. Joining us this morning, as always, is KHOU Legal Analyst Gerald Treece. Let's get right to the first question, Gerald. It's from Sugarland. The first question asks, I read something about the Supreme Court reviewing the president's travel ban. I do not understand. A lot of us don't. Can you explain, Gerald?
I'm going to try. It's a little bit confusing. The president actually got a victory here because what the court did, they said on its face it's not unconstitutional. They also said that the certain provisions out of these 6 countries, they would not put them into effect, but that the travel ban would be effective for certain countries under certain circumstances. Here's the hard part. The question, if you have a bona fide connection here in this country, you're coming from one of these 6 countries, you're going to be okay. But no one has figured out what bona fide connection or bona fide relationship means. We have administrative law judges who are going to figure this out, but it was a victory for the president, mainly because he hadn't had an Article III federal court victory yet. It's a pretty significant victory. It wasn't a total victory, but I think that explains it's in transition and they're working on it.
And there's plenty of information about at least what now qualifies as those close relationships, right?
Right.
All right, now to question number 2 from Baytown. They're asking, when my father died, he left many debts. I am the beneficiary on his life insurance policy. Can these creditors go after his life insurance proceeds?
Everybody listen carefully to this. When a person dies, the executor of the estate has to clear up all the debts before any beneficiary gets anything. And this letter writer says, well, there's a lot of people who have claims against my dad's estate. But his question is, he is the beneficiary of a life insurance policy. The good news for him and for any other beneficiary of a life insurance policy, those creditors can't touch that. That is contractual. It goes directly to you if you're that beneficiary. So the answer is no. The creditors of your father cannot come after life insurance proceeds.
Here's question number 3. I think I even know the answer to this one. I do not want to leave anything in my will to one of my children. Am I forced to leave them anything?
Y'all listen carefully. There's a great mistake out there people make where people are writing saying, how can I disinherit my son? Or I don't want my daughter to receive something. Look, if you have a will, you can leave your property to anybody you want.
Leave it to your dog.
Well, if it's a smart dog. But the bottom line is you've got to have a will. If you don't have a will, the state of Texas will write one for you. It's called intestacy, and that's when the children who you want to exclude would get an interest. So the simple answer is just leave them out of the will, period. That'll take care of it.
I wonder what they did.
That's a different story.
Here's a question that goes along with the holiday. The last question. Every 4th of July weekend, kids in my neighborhood run around setting off fireworks until late at night and even past midnight. If my house catches on fire, can I sue them? That comes from Dickinson, by the way.
Well, probably. And the answer is 2 answers. First of all, if you can trace whoever did the fireworks and they did it negligently or did it in violation of an ordinance saying you can't use fireworks, sure. You can sue them. You could try to recover. The question is not, can you sue them? The question is, can you find them? If you know who it is and you can prove they were doing the fireworks, the answer is yes.
Because fireworks can travel from a long distance, right?
But that's right. And the fact of the matter, it's real easy in areas where people are doing fireworks illegally. But it's still possible, and you can do it. But people are going to start saying, we didn't do it. We were just standing there.
And speaking of the 4th of July, you wanted to share some info?
I want to talk to everybody. I've taught constitutional law for 41 years now. This anniversary of the 4th of July is the Declaration of Independence. And I tell my students, 11 years later we have a Constitution. But this thing called the Declaration of Independence that we celebrate this weekend, it was that shot across the bow of Europe that told people we were not going to live by kings or by aristocrats, that we were going to have self-government. We were going to do it ourselves. And this sent shockwaves across Europe and later led to things like the French Revolution. Some of the same characters, Thomas Paine in the American Revolution, later reappears in the French Revolution. And I'm just saying that we sometimes don't understand that the big monster was not just King George. It was this concept that we owe allegiance to a king who is appointed by God, or aristocrats who are greater than us. In this document, we're all equal unto each other. And the Constitution, as it's evolved, has made it even clearer that the constitutional rights apply to everyone.
So maybe in between beach trips, do a little reading up on the
Yes,
history.
go 4th of July, go Declaration of Independence.
And go Gerald Treece. Thanks for joining us as always.
Thank you.
If you have a legal question you'd like answered, just send your question to Gerald Treece at the email you see right there on your screen.